Alright, we're going live.
That's all of you for Halloween.
I have no idea, honestly.
You work for Halloween,
Okay. Alright. Testing, test. Okay, cool. So, let's get this class started. Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
So, how's everybody doing?
Good.
Good morning, good afternoon on the other side of the world. It's afternoon somewhere. So who's ready to start class today? We are going to the U.S. territory of American Samoa. So, by a show of hands, has anybody been to American Samoa? Anybody at all? Nobody. Okay, that's fine. So, we are going to go to American Samoa. It is a U.S. overseas territory all the way in the Pacific Ocean. So, if you guys are afraid of the big, vast blue ocean, yeah, well, don't worry, they got your back.
Got it.
So let's start with the flag real quick. So it's a pretty simple design. We've got this little eagle right here on this white triangle with a red edge over here and a blue field, obviously being an American color. So as I've explained before, the eagle pretty much represents the U.S. and you have this little spear right here. And you have a little fly swatter, a little fly whisk. It's just basically hair that you put on a stick and you just shoot a fly. So you just go shoot fly, don't bother me. So that's pretty much the flag. Let's talk about the location on the next slide. Let's go. So, here it is. Here's Samoa. American Samoa is a little bit down here. I know, it's tiny. So that's pretty much what American Samoa looks like, sort of. And it's part of the Polynesian. Do you remember what Polynesia means? You guys remember? No? The many islands. So yeah, that's pretty much what Polynesia is these many islands right over here in this part of the Pacific Ocean. We already talked about Hawaii. We already talked about some of these other places outside of Polynesia. Yeah, we haven't been there yet. So the capital of American Samoa is Pongo, but the largest city is Tafuna. And we're going to be talking about some of those places a little bit. So what you need to know is that it's pretty much a tropical island. So obviously it's got a tropical climate. It gets really hot and humid during the spring and summer times, and it gets pretty rainy during the autumn and winter seasons. So, does anybody know what season we're in right now?
Yep.
We're in October, the month of October, so what season would that fall into? What was that?
Fall.
There you go, fall season, autumn, as we call it.
It's cold.
Oh, it's going to get really cold, so bundle up, you guys. Just don't wear too many jackets. Yep. So let's move on to the next slide. Oh, let's go back one more. It's okay. Just one. There you go. So you guys remember what I kept talking about Polynesia and all the migrations over here? So there's little Samoa. Yeah, pretty much. And they treated their sails like a kite. And so long ago, you had all these people from Taiwan going to all these islands right over here, and they settled in Little Samoa. I don't know if Vanessa can see that with her perfect eyes. Samoa right down here.
Oh my God, it's so little.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right there. So it wasn't until later on you had these successions. In 1900, you had these period of time where it was a territory, then it became this and that. Yeah, it's now a territory of the U.S.
Cool place to live.
A cool place to live? Mars. I'm just kidding. Don't worry about it. I don't know. Where I would live, I would love to live in either Hawaii or Switzerland. Let's be honest here. If I had to live in Switzerland, it'd be for the chocolate.
Oh, I'm going there then.
Okay. But yeah, as far as the name of American Samoa is concerned, It's said to mean the place of the moa.
Oh.
So that's kind of where Samoa gets its name. Let's move on to the next slide, shall we? So let me introduce you to the National Park of American Samoa. It is what the name sounds like. It's pretty much a national park. And it's distributed on 3 specific islands. And please pardon my pronunciation. I'm not familiar with the language. Tutula, Ofu, and Ta'au. Again, these are languages I'm not familiar with. So I tried. She said as she walked away. So it is one of the largest national parks out there as far as Samoa is concerned, especially American Samoa. And the funny thing too is that American Samoa also is known for some of the other things that I think I might have put in the next slide. So during the Second World War, American Samoa was occupied by Axis forces in Asia, namely the Empire of Japan. So what had happened was there were these bunkers that were constructed during war times. I don't know if you guys can see it. There's the bunker right over here. Do you see that? It's this little box-looking thing. Yeah, that's a bunker right over here. So bunkers back in those days, much like a lot of bunkers now, they're just basically enclosed spaces. And the whole point is to protect you from things like floodings. They protect you from radiation, that sort of thing. They were basically the worst case scenario shelters, essentially. And I think a lot of them are still now made out of cinder block. I think. I'm not an architectural expert. I'm just a history expert. And geography expert. So anyway, you'll find bunkers throughout the Pacific, but yeah, you'll definitely find them throughout American Samoa. And I think we talk about more on the next slide, what else they're known for. And here's another construction project that was abandoned. These are tramways. So they constructed trains and all that stuff. So that was during wartime. But we're supposed to be living in peaceful times now. So guys, don't start a war. And I think I talk about wildlife in the next slide. Let's take a look. So you'll find these type of animals on the island. So Vanessa, lizards or doves?
For me, I'm more like of a bird.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have these little geckos that are found throughout the national park and the islands. And this is what is called the many-colored dove.
Oh, it's a what?
Yeah, that's a dove. Look closely.
I thought it was like a parrot, but yeah, I could see the features on the face.
Yeah, the many-colored fruit dove. And it gets its name because, number 1, it has many colors, and number 2, they eat fruits.
George give her a snake, Bonnie give her a snake.
Yeah, I wasn't going to show any snakes here just in case anyone else is afraid of snakes. By a show of hands, who's afraid of snakes? Just one? Wow,
Maybe
the rest of
if
you are brave.
If I'm walking, hiking or something, and one comes out, okay. But I've hold one. I lived with one at home.
Really?
But I mean, maybe because I thought, they're pets, they're animal homes.
Well, you can see them as pets or pests.
Oh, that's oh my God.
I think I would miss Carolyn.
Oh yeah, two big ones.
Yeah, but these are just 2 types of animals you'll find. You'll find pigs, dogs, cats.
Goats.
Goats and sheep, you will not find them on the islands. They're not native. They wouldn't survive because of the tropical conditions. That's not necessarily they'll die. It's more like they're okay. Yeah, maybe they would.
They need water.
Yeah, they need water, but because we're talking about sheep, they have too much wool, so they'll suffocate under the heat. Yeah, but those are just 2 of the most prominent species: dove and the gecko. So by a show of hands, who would hold a gecko? I see one of you shaking your head.
I did.
So if I caught one of these things, and if I were to give you it, you wouldn't hold it? No? Okay. I guess it's just me.
Yeah, I think it will just be you.
It'll just be me. Yeah. But I'm asking all of you. How about you, Katie? Would you hold a lizard? No? Okay. All right. I tried. Let's move on to the next slide. This is Pongo Pongo, the largest city, or the capital city, not the largest. Yeah, so if you were to look at this, this is just one view of it. It's basically a natural harbor right over here. And for a long time, it's been known for popular activities and attractions, which I don't know if I put it in there. I changed these a lot. So let's move on to the next slide. So let's talk about sports real quick.
Okay, let's go.
So here's the thing. American Samoa has official teams, sort of. They have pros.
I know, I don't think they.
And the Bears.
Okay.
Now, the reason why I brought this up is because a lot of people, a lot of men from American Samoa, they tend to play for these sports teams. That's what they all have in common. Some members of their roster include American Samoans. San Francisco, New England, New Orleans, Green Bay, Chicago, Miami. It doesn't matter. These are just a handful of examples. Yeah, the Rams too. They have different sports teams. But yeah, as far as their own pro sports teams, they don't have a pro football team because these are their pro football teams. Yeah. So it's been said that a boy born to American Samoan parents are more than 56 times more likely to play for the NFL.
Huh.
Yeah. And that's just according to an article by CBS News.
Is it
And-
because they're fit to it? Like they.
Practically, in a certain sense. And American Samoa has produced the highest number of NFL players per capita in America. So in other words, for every 50 men, most of those men will play for the NFL in some capacity or another. And I guess outside of the NFL, this includes college football. So Trojans, Bruins, anybody? No?
Oh,
I know someone that goes for the Green Bay Packers, but
Okay.
other than the rest,
Like the Chicago Bears, San Francisco
Patriots.
49ers.
Nara, don't you go for the Patriots?
Oh, yeah. Patriots?
I do.
All right, there you go. You have American Samoan football players playing for the Patriots. Yeah. I mean, again, these are just some examples out of dozens. So there you go. Let's move on to the next slide, shall we? So here is their official basketball team, the American Samoan basketball team. So what numbers I've been able to find, they have won 4 gold medals, 4 silver medals, and 3 bronze medals. So go American Samoa. So let's move on to the next slide. I think this is everyone's favorite subject, food. So, oh man, I wish Carmen were here right now.
Where is she? What is that?
These are fritters. Sweet banana fritters.
Oh.
The reason why I say I wish Carmen were here was because the last time we talked about fritters, they were made of sea snails. You guys remember that, right?
Let me go see where she is.
Okay, well, Carmen is being searched for. Well, let's just talk about this. Much like regular fritters, the insides are just basically mashed up, put in breading, and then they're deep fried. That's essentially all that is.
Scotty?
Is she coming?
Coming, yeah.
All right. So while we're talking, your favorite food, fritters.
No snails, though, right?
I knew you'd say that. I knew you'd say that. No, this one has sweet banana.
Oh, nice. Okay, we're right there now. I can do the sweet banana.
Yep, just like
What
regular.
other food did you show?
Oh, the next one.
We're just starting.
Oh!
This is called oka.
That's it, you.
Oka is just basically raw fish marinated in coconut cream.
Don't see that.
No, you want
Oh, sorry, this is called Polusami. Yeah, it's just wrapped in banana leaf and it's put in a makeshift oven, and then it just becomes a little more tender.
This one right here,
Mhm.
it looks like a Halloween dish.
How so?
You don't see that?
No.
It looks like a skull.
How many days?
Okay, at a certain angle,
You see
yeah.
it at an angle, right?
Here are the eyes.
There's the eyes.
Here's the mouth.
Yeah, see?
And in case anyone watching at home doesn't know, Happy Halloween, people! Happy Halloween! Pareidolia does work. The phenomenon of seeing things that others don't on an object. So yeah, this is Paulusami. It's basically like I described it. Basically, you get banana leaves, you put it in an oven, and then you wait for it to be cooked, and it becomes really soft and it melts in your mouth immediately. So yeah, by a show of hands, who likes seafood? No? Okay, more for me then.
Who likes to eat
Oh,
seafood? I know some of you guys do. You like fish? Anybody like to eat fish? I know Vicky does.
So that's 1 and 2.
No, not enough for that.
No?
Oh, yeah.
All right, that's you too. All right.
Shannon, do you eat fish?
No, I don't.
You don't.
Oh, yeah, just a little chicken and ham and
Yeah.
no turkey and ham and.
Each to their own.
She said, no, I don't.
Okay, no, you don't.
Yeah, somebody else.
Especially when that looks like a skull.
Yeah. See, did you see it though?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Happy Halloween.
Halloween.
Anyway,
No.
now let's move on to the next one. This is oka.
So,
So
That
what?
actually looks very good, but I can't eat fish.
Yeah, basically it's raw fish marinated in coconut cream, lemon juice, chili, and onions.
It looks very good.
I eat full.
Ooh, that was
Now-
really
Now they could change the fish to chicken and I would devour it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried something similar to this, but it was called poke.
And what was in it?
Poke is just fish. It's just
Okay.
fish. Tuna to be exact.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then you dip it in some sort of soy sauce, their version of soy sauce,
Uh-huh.
that, Jerry?
and there you go.
Yum.
Oh,
Yeah,
Okay.
look.
but as far as what kind of fish they use, it largely depends on where you go.
Okay.
Largely depends
I
on where you
could
go.
change that out to chicken and do it. I like vegetables.
Let's
That
move
would work.
move on to the next one.
Ooh,
What's that?
any kind of bread.
It's a banana bread.
Oh, no way! Banana bread.
It is sweet banana bread.
I eat full.
Oh, sorry, it's coconut bread.
You're killing me, Jerry. You're killing
Oh,
me.
man.
I edited this so many times.
Jeremy, you're killing me.
There you go.
I edited this so many times. This is sweet coconut bread.
Jerry, you're killing me.
Who likes coconut?
My mouth was watering for the banana bread.
But do you like
Matt and
coconut?
Michelle and Matt likes coconut.
Oh, no.
Shannon, do you like coconut?
I like coconut.
Yeah, you make.
Vicky likes coconut.
Like
She
coconut?
said she likes coconut. It's kind of white.
Oh my god. So here's
Right, Shannon.
here's the funny thing about this coconut bread. It is said to be really healthy.
Really?
Yep. And it's an everyday bread dish in Samoa. Every day. People
Wow.
find this very popular, especially on breakfast menus.
Okay.
Yep. So there you go. Coconut bread.
Nice.
But it's not just any coconut bread; it's sweet coconut bread. Let's be clear. Let's be clear about that. So let's talk about some famous people, shall we? Recognize him? You know who he is?
Nope.
No? Okay.
No.
His name is Tolia Tony Salida.
That's a mouthful. Say it again.
Tolia Tony Salida.
Nice.
He's just referred to as Tony.
Gotcha.
But what makes Tony special is this. He is Samoa's only Major League Baseball player. The only one. He played for such teams like the Yankees, the Royals, the Angels, Expos, and the Blue Jays. No, he did not play for the Dodgers. He did not play for the Dodgers. Yeah. And if you go to Tafuna today, their largest city, there is a ballpark named in his honor. So there you go. Legendary baseball player. And this picture is when he was playing for the Royals. I don't know if you can see it on his shirt right over here. The Royals.
Okay.
And now this next person is not from Samoa. He's a descendant of Samoans. Recognize this next one?
Rock. Yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
I mean, he's technically Samoan.
Yeah, but
He's
Samoan. He has my husband.
And can we take a step back to listen to what Vanessa said? Did you say that's your husband?
No, I said he looks like.
Did I mishear you?
Yes, you did.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, look, I have a tattoo right here.
I was about to say that's some serious commitment if you have a tattoo of this man right here. I mean, I don't judge, but I'm just saying. Wow.
I'm kidding.
I know. I'm just saying. I don't judge. You get tattoos. It's up to you. I don't have tattoos on me either. So, anywho, like I said, he's not necessarily from Samoa, but he's of Samoan descent. So you probably okay. But yeah, if I have to name one movie I like from him, have any of you seen the movie Moana?
Yes.
Yeah, he was in that movie playing the character Maui. Yep.
I want some more to tell me all by myself.
Oh yeah?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm taking everybody's word for it. So yeah, former WWE wrestler and now an actor. He's been in so many movies.
Yep.
Honestly, I liked his role in Moana.
And the babysitter too, right? I think.
Babysitter?
Yeah, I think. Oh, fairy. Tooth fairy.
Tooth Fairy, yeah.
Tooth
Are
fairy.
you thinking of the pacifier
Yes.
with Vin Diesel?
Yeah. What? Oh yeah. That's like they kind of. So.
I mean,
I take that back.
he could have. I mean, it looks pretty good for the role. I could see him as a Navy SEAL. But okay, sure. Yeah.
I know he died a quick with
Oh
the
my!
video.
Here we go.
Okay. I don't know what's going on.
He died.
Yeah, let's go.
Take that one too, please.
Okay, cool. I'll just take your word for it. All right, let's talk about the demographics. Here is American Samoa.
Right
Is
there.
this little island right over here, and these tinier islands right over here. So you have Ofu, Tao, Tulia, and then Rose Island, Olosega, So, as of 2021, there are over 40,000 people living in American Samoa. Most of them living in Taifuna. And this is the part where I say the most common ancestries are, and insert the demographic, but I think you guys know where I'm going with this. It's Samoan. Yeah. So the most common ancestries are Samoan, but then you have other ethnic groups like Asians and Pacific Islanders. So there you go. You have that. So let's conclude today's class, shall we? Move on. Carmen's favorite part.
Yes!
No expiration date.
No expiration date.
No expiration date. So right over here, you have this little rock face right over here. You have Moto o Yafiaga. What that means is Island of Paradise. It literally means Island of Paradise. And I can see why. Then you have palm tree over here, American Samoa down here. So let's conclude today's class, shall we? So there are plenty of things to talk about when it comes to discussing American Samoa. It's just like another Pacific island, but it has a small location. But it has a lot to offer. So guys, next time you play football or if you watch football, keep an eye out. You never know who's among them. Just keep an eye out for those Samoan players for the NFL. I don't know if you were there. Carmen, but we showed a handful of teams that American Samoans play for.
Oh, wow. Is that when I saw that?
Let me see if I can go back. Here we go.
Oh, no way. Even Frisco.
Yep.
Nice.
So,
Miami Dolphins.
yep. So
Green Bay.
American Samoa has produced the highest number of NFL players per capita in America.
Nice.
And according to an article-
Patriots and Saints?
Oh, yeah. And according to an article by CBS News, a boy born to American Samoan parents are 56. They are more than 56 times more likely to play for the NFL.
Yes. Yes. Nice.
So they play for everybody. The
Yes.
Jets, the Dolphins, San Francisco. They play for a lot of teams.
Yes.
Wow.
Nice.
And that's just the tip of the iceberg.
Really
Yep, there's a lot more than that. So
very nice.
you never know who you're going to run into, who's going to be the next NFL player. But they have a pretty big spirit for such a small island, just like Hawaii, just like Fiji, Tahiti, Tonga, all these other islands. So, like I said, keep an eye out. You never know. Thank you so much for joining me. I've been your host, Jeremy, and I'll see you on the road.
Thank you, Jeremy. Nice. See you on the road.
See you on the road.
I'm proud of you.
You
Thank you.
Thank you. That was fun, Jeremy.